All right, some breaking news coming in. Congress MP Manickam Tagore has given adjournment motion notice in Lok Sabha on the issue of recent GST rate hike. The Congress is seeking a discussion on the new GST levied on food items and dairy products. Remember, there's been great opposition to these GST that has been levied on some food items and dairy products, some essential items. Now, Congress MP Manickam Tagore has given an adjournment motion notice in Lok Sabha on this issue to discuss the GST rate hike. So, Congress giving an adjournment notice. The notice on GST in Lok Sabha, the Congress is seeking a discussion on the GST being levied on food items and dairy products. Samya now joining us for more on this. Samya, the opposition has been raising the voice against these new GST that has been levied on some essential food items and dairy products. Now this adjournment motion notice by Congress MP, what's expected in the House when it convenes today?
Well, the Congress Party is carrying out itself very, very systematically over here because yesterday it was all about Satyagraha, where they held protests as far as Sonia Gandhi's ED summons were concerned, and they gave adjournment motion notice in the House demanding a discussion on the misuse of ED. But that matter ended yesterday itself. From today onwards, Congress is back to raising the issue of the rising prices and the GST that has been levied on food items and dairy products. Now, what we can expect is that while Manickam Tagore has submitted an adjournment motion notice in the Lok Sabha seeking a discussion on it, at the Gandhi statue at 10:15, we can expect the Congress MPs from both the houses, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, around 75 of them, to be sitting at the Gandhi statue at around 10:15 in the morning and hold similar protests. We remember last time around they held packets of milk, they held packets of paneer and many other edible items to try and carry out an optics of sorts to gain the attention of the government of the day that this is what is affecting the common man and the government cannot look the other way. These are basic food essentials and the government must come on the talking table in the floor of the House while the monsoon session is underway to discuss what has been the yardstick to increase the prices of these essential food items, which is eventually going to pinch the common man's pocket. So 10:15 today at the Gandhi statue, Congress MPs will be holding a massive protest within the Parliament premises. And interestingly, remember there was this entire rule that came across by the Parliament Secretariat that no protests are allowed within the Parliament premises. But the Congress Party leaders over here are all set to defy it because they say they are raising the issues of the people in their language and for them for that matter. So within the House, while the monsoon session is underway, while the business of the House is conducted, the MPs will be raising this entire matter. We can expect us for yet another day, while at 10:15 a.m. today, the Congress MPs from both the houses will be holding a sit-in dharna at the Gandhi statue within the Parliament.
All right, Samya, so dramatic scenes expected there. Thanks very much for joining us with those details. We'll come back to you when the House reconvenes. Meanwhile,